Hello, my name is Matt Gazandi, a junior sustainability major.
And I'm Kat Corolla, a junior professional communications major. Before we begin, we would like to say thank you to Unifi for providing us with such an incredible experience. We admit that before this semester, we never heard of Repreve or had any idea that water bottles had the potential to become a North Face jacket or seats in a car. While most companies tack the green image onto their brand, here is a company that recognizes sustainability as one of their core values.
This diagram is a set of guidelines that touches on the three main considerations of sustainability: natural environment, economics, and social aspects. In between those categories, there are three subcategories which are combinations of the three main ones. Currently, we would place Repreve in environment because they are finding a better use for the bottles, economics because they found value in the bottles, and social environmental because they are using their products to educate the public on how far a plastic bottle can go.
As you can see here in our system diagram, the production of virgin polyester requires many chemical inputs for production. All these chemicals are not only improperly disposed of into the environment and surrounding communities, but they also require long-distance transportation, which contributes to additional pollution.
By looking at this diagram, you can see that virgin PET needs a lot of materials and energy to make a product that usually doesn't last longer than a few years, and is creating harmful waste during production, use, and disposal. This system also has a cradle-to-grave philosophy, where it gives the consumer the responsibility to dispose of the product once it reaches the end of its life. With our society being consumer-based and fast-paced, a person will find the easiest way to get rid of their older products for newer ones without the environment in mind.
Initially looking at Repreve's life cycle stages, you can see this process eliminates a lot of the damaging outputs. You also see that using a post-consumer resource will also help in reducing the amount of emissions when acquiring the raw material. It is easier and less costly to obtain PET bottles than the oil-derived chemicals that virgin polyester uses. Repreve's products do not need the use of chemical additives to provide additional performance qualities because the PET bottles already have these properties.
In addition, Repreve addresses another difficulty within the life cycle stages of polyester, the waste management stage. The PET water bottles gain purpose and value by being turned into a more valued consumer good, known as upcycling, rather than becoming packaging. On this slide, a blue arrow appears within the system boundary of the Repreve life cycle stages. This arrow represents how the student design products focus on having a closed-loop system. This concept gives Unifi the option of an additional source of PET material, and it makes it easier for the consumer to dispose of their products.
The second change that these projects could bring to Unifi focuses on the use, reuse, and maintenance of these products. This improvement brings an image of sustainable practice, and by using these products, it showcases that the user is aiming to be environmentally friendly. Both of these main ideas found amongst the student work will be making Unifi a greener company by moving them into the center of the spheres of sustainability, by taking ownership of their products from production to disposal, and by promoting a social transformation within the American society.
After reflecting on our past semester's work, we of the Synthesis and Analysis team came up with two suggestions for the Repreve brand. First, we appreciate the LCI that you have shared with us, but we recommend completing a more thorough life cycle assessment in order to identify areas for improvement. This will bring monetary benefits to the company, as well as improve the overall image of Unifi's Repreve brand to the public by showcasing the further care over the sustainability of the production of your goods.
After conducting a more thorough LCA, we recommend to strive for transparency of your operations. This action would be especially helpful since the average consumer is beginning to question their buying habits, such as where is this from, what is it made of, and how is it made. By having this transparency, you show the consumer that you have the confidence in your company's values, practices, as well as highlighting the strengths of Repreve.
Once again, thank you Unifi for allowing Philadelphia University to be part of your next step in the evolution of your Repreve brand and the company itself. We hope the student projects you witnessed today will inspire you to further your efforts in becoming a greener competitor in the textile industry.